Hello everybody, welcome back to J-Rock Yoga. My name is Jess, and today in this short video I'm going to be taking you through a gentle yoga flow for sleep, or a yoga flow that you can do before bedtime to kind of settle down, reconnect, and get a more peaceful and restful sleep. So if you're interested in gentle yoga for sleep, just keep watching. Okay, so today on the deck, it's a little bit chilly. It's getting into the end of October, so I think the filming on the deck might be coming to an end. I do have my little tea in my unicorn mug, which I'm huddling to because it's so cold. And I wanted to share before we get kind of started on our mat, I had this really cute tea message, and I thought it would be a nice way to start our yoga for sleep. So the message here says, happiness is an accomplishment. And I love that because our happiness is something that comes from within, and it's something that we have to work towards every single day. So even if our external surroundings aren't, our perfect conditions for happiness, we really have to seek within and find those small things, or find what it is that brings us joy and add that into our lives. It takes work every single day. So I just wanted to share that with you because happiness is an accomplishment, and it's something that we work so hard to do. And I hope that this video brings you just a little bit of happiness. Okay, so we're gonna get started. I'm gonna put my warm tea down. We're gonna get started in a seat, in a nice comfortable seat. So if you like to practice with blocks, I just put them here just in case. Then you could grab some blocks. Otherwise, you can do this flow completely without blocks, that's fine. But come to a nice comfortable seat and just kind of ground down. You can close your eyes for a moment, lengthen up through your spine. And just take a deep breath in through the nose. Long exhale. Let's take another breath in. Exhale, let it all go. Start to open up your eyes. And we'll take our fingers and our arms and start to sweep them way up over our head. Just look up. And as you exhale, the left hand is going to come over to the left, stretching the right arm up over your right ear. Really anchor your right sitting bone down into the mat. Spiral your heart up toward the sky and reach over to the left side. If this is enough to have your hand on the ground, you can stay right here. Otherwise, you can even drop down to the elbow, and the forearm can be on the earth. And then inhale, let's come on back to center, reach up, and exhale, right hand to the right side of your mat, left arm over left ear, stretching, really anchoring your left sitting bone into the earth. So sometimes it really wants to pop up, and really anchor it down there. Spiral the collarbones up toward the sky, getting a nice side body stretch. Maybe you sat all day at an office. This should feel really, really good. Inhale, stretch all the way up. And then as you exhale, let's bring your arms forward and start to crawl your fingertips forward. Now the sitting bones want to reach up here, ground them down, and just fold to your degree. Sometimes the forehead might touch the ground. Sometimes it might hover a little higher. Whatever works for you is a-okay. Let's take a few breaths. And then slowly start to come back up to a nice comfortable seat. And we're going to make our way to our hands and our knees. So making our way to hands and knees here. Shoulders are going to be stacked right above your wrists, and hips are stacking right above your knees. As you inhale, let's drop the belly down and look up at the sky. And as you exhale, spine rounds, press the earth away. Inhale, belly drops down, gaze lifts up, coming in for your cow pose. Exhale, spine rounds, separate the shoulders on your back. Really feel a stretch here throughout the whole back body. Inhale, belly down, gaze is up. Exhale, spine rounding like forehead wants to totally relax. And then slowly come on back to a nice neutral spine here. And we'll take grounded through the right hand and grounded through your right knee. Pull the belly in and lift up your left knee out to the side. So kind of like a dog with a fire hydrant. And then start to draw your left knee forward toward the elbow. Bring it back inward towards your center line. And then kick your heel up to the sky. Inhale, rotate it out and forward. Exhale, kick it down, back, and up. Inhale, circling the hip. Exhale, draw it in, back, and up. Inhale, out to the side and forward. Bring it in, back, and up. We'll all meet where we started here, knee out, and then slowly start to step your left foot toward the front of your mat, keeping your back knee down. Right hand stays planted. Inhale, float your left arm up to the sky for a nice easy twist. Press down through the right hand and lift up through the left fingertips. Maybe even lean your left shoulder back a little bit, finding some openness in your front body. One more breath in here. And as you exhale, let's gently plant both hands and step back to a nice high plank. You can drop your knees if that feels better, and we'll just lower all the way down to your bellies. Fingertips are in line with the tops of your shoulder heads. Tops of your feet press down. Inhale, pull the belly in for a nice gentle cobra. Shoulders are away from the ears. Inner edges of the shoulder blades pull together. Let's take a nice breath in and out. One more inhale. Exhale, release your cobra down. Tuck your toes, press into the hands. Send your sitting bones back towards your heels, child's pose. Take a breath in here and a breath out. Inhale, pull the belly in. Start to round up onto all fours. Dropping belly, gaze lifts up, cow pose. Exhale, spine rounds, press the earth away. Inhale, belly down, gaze lifts up. Exhale, spine rounds, press the earth away. Inhale, slowly coming back to your nice neutral spine and lifting the right knee out to the right side, remembering that kind of fire hydrant pose. Inhale, right knee draws towards right elbow, draws in, and then exhale, kick your right heel up and open it back out to the right, hip circles. Inhale, forward, in, back, and up. And just start making these hip circles, really getting in to the hip joint, kind of getting the fluid moving. Don't worry about what it looks like, just see how it feels. And then we'll all meet with the right knee out to the right in that fire hydrant pose, and gently step your right foot up towards the right hand, left knee stays down. Anchor into your left hand, inhale the right fingertips up toward the sky for a nice easy twist. Big breath in, reaching the right fingertips up. And as you exhale, maybe lean the right shoulder back, finding some openness through the heart here. One more breath in. And as you exhale, plant both hands. Step your left foot to the top of your mat. Inhale, hands to shins, scoop your heart forward. Nice halfway lift, flat back here, belly pulls in. Exhale, bend your knees and fold forward. So we're gonna take a nice long fold. If you prefer to have your hands on blocks, it's a little more restorative, you can. Otherwise, deep bend in the knees, grab onto opposite elbows. Let your belly rest over your thighs. Totally relax your neck. Totally relax your jaw. You can stay right here, or maybe you want to sway your torso to the right and sway your torso to the left. Almost like a gentle rock. So know that if stillness calls to you and this movement doesn't feel good, then just stay still and breathe. No right or wrong, just it's what feels good to you, right? Slowly make your way back to center if you took movement. Release your fingertips down toward the earth and toe heel your big toes to meet one another. As you inhale, roll all the way up to stand. Float your arms gently up toward the sky, reaching up, stretching. And as you exhale, hands come to heart center, Samastitihi. Take a breath in and take a breath out. Inhale, floating the arms all the way up over the head. And as you exhale, bending into your knees, fold forward. Take a moment here. Inhale, come to a flat back. And then as you exhale, plant your hands on the ground. Gently bend into the knees and slowly make your way to a seat. Keeping the feet touching, soles of the feet come together, knees come out. I'm going to move a little bit more into the center of my mat. We're going to come to Baddha Konasana. So you have options. I'm wearing socks. So I'm going to take my full palm around the outer edges of the feet, or you could take your 2-piece fingers and wrap them around your big toes, whatever feels nice and comfy for you. Inhale to ground through the sitting bones and really lift up through the crown of your head. Find a nice lengthened spine. And as you exhale, folding forward with that nice long spine. So you're going to find a point where your body says, okay, I can't fold anymore. So when you find that point, really honor it, and then start to round the back, let the forehead go. That's your point. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck. And then I want you to imagine, instead of taking your elbows and pressing them into the inner thighs to try and get the knees down, imagine engaging the backs of your thighs and just letting the muscles of the backs of your thighs pull the inner thighs open. So the backs of the thighs are trying to meet the earth. And it might not be a big movement. It might just be a small, gentle adjustment that gets you a little bit deeper into the hips. Breathe normally. And just slowly start to melt forward. Nice, soft, and easy breaths, letting go of the day. Let's take an inhale and just look up and lift your gaze. Exhale, hold here. And then inhale, rise all the way up to a nice seat. You can extend your legs nice and long here. Maybe shake them out, do a little walk or a little pedal. And we're going to come into a nice long forward fold. So you can move the flesh from beneath the sitting bones so that you feel a little bit more grounded. Pull the belly in, nice long back, nice long spine. Inhale, float the arms up over your head. And as you exhale, lead with your heart. So we're not slumping over. Lead with the heart and reach hands for feet. Now, if this is just not happening for you, you can bend the knees and make the hamstrings a little bit happier, right? You still get this nice elongation through the back with the knees bent, right? And you could press the heels into the mat, and that kind of engages the hamstrings there for you. So if the legs don't straighten, no big deal, right? So let's take an inhale, and as you exhale, just fold forward to your degree. Let the forehead rest down as much as feels okay. Let your breath be normal and calm. Just really allowing the gentleness of this posture, the gentleness of the evening time, wash over you. If little thoughts come into your mind, just acknowledge them. We don't need to push them away. We can acknowledge them, and then we could shift our awareness back to our breath. Just how are we breathing? What does it sound like? Let's inhale and just lift your gaze, look up, nice long spine. Exhale, hold here. And then inhale, rise all the way up to a nice seat. We're going to make our way down onto our back. So arms come forward. Just start to roll all the way down. Nice and controlled. Ooh. When we get there, I gotta scooch down. When we get there, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug and a big squeeze. Now we're gonna keep your right knee in and extend your left leg nice and long. Interlace your fingers just above or just below your right knee. Take a nice inhale, drawing your right knee up towards your right armpit, avoiding your rib cage. And as you exhale, roll to your left hip, supine twist. Right arm comes out toward the right. Left hand can rest on top of your right knee. So we're going to try to really soften the belly here. Shoulder blades melting down. So if they can, both shoulder blades are actually touching the earth. You can take a nice big breath into the right side of the rib cage. And then exhale all the stale air out. Just getting nice and soft. Inhale, let's come on back to center. Drawing both knees into your chest. We'll keep the left knee in and extend your right leg nice and long here. Interlacing fingers just below your left knee. Take an inhale and draw your left knee around the left rib cage up into the left armpit. And as you exhale, roll to your right hip, supine twist, left arm out to the left. Good, gaze can shift to the left, both shoulders nice and heavy on the earth. Just letting go of the day, becoming present in your body. Slowly come on back to center. Give yourself a nice big hug and a nice big squeeze. And then bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees drop out, just like we did seated. And come into your Supta Baddha Konasana, your reclined bound angle. We're going to take both arms into goalpost shape so the elbows are in line with the shoulders, back of the palms are on the earth. And just relax the knees out to either side. Let your breath come and go. The eyes can even be closed if you'd like. Just softening down. We'll take one more breath here. And bring the hands to the outer thighs. Knees come back in to touch one another. And then we're going to send our legs straight up to the sky. So if you have a wall near you, I'm on a deck, so I don't. But if you have a wall near you, I invite you to take your Shavasana as legs up the wall. This is such a restorative posture. It really helps for sleep. So you would scoot your bum right up to the wall and legs would go straight up the wall. So you imagine that I have a wall right behind my bum and the backs of my thighs. And then your hands can go wherever feel comfortable, heart and belly, goalpost arms. And you're just gonna come here with the legs up the wall. Maybe you put a blanket over yourself to feel nice and cozy. And just take a couple moments to settle in. We'll take a big breath in through the nose. Open your mouth. You can stay here as long as feels good for you. This is your Shavasana. So let go of any muscle locks or any control you have over your breath or your body. Just allow yourself to be still for a few minutes. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it helped you find a little bit more restful sleep. If you're interested in more videos like this, you can subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every single week. If you're interested in following me on social media, I'm at jrockyoga on Instagram, and my website is jrockyoga.com. Happy and sweet dreams, and I'll see you next week.